In the year 1247, a Tibetan wanderer named Dorje Phurba collapsed at the base of an unnamed mountain in the remote Zangpo Valley. He had fled his monastery after a vision left him unable to speak, a vision of a ritual dagger, Phurba, not made of metal, but of breath itself, capable of cutting through illusion. For 3 days, Dorje lay in the snow, his breath the only sound in the silence. On the 4th morning, a shepherd girl named Pema found him. She brought him to a cave and nursed him back to health with butter tea and barley. But Dorje still could not speak. Instead, he began to breathe. The villagers noticed something strange. When Dorje sat in meditation, the quality of the air itself seemed to change. Birds grew quiet, wind settled. Even crying children would calm in his presence. He taught nothing with words, only through the rhythm of his own breathing, the rise and fall of his chest, the space between inhalation and release. Pema was the first to understand. She sat beside Dorje day after day, matching her breath to his. In time, she discovered what he had learned, that awareness itself could be sharpened like a blade, that the mind's chaos could be stilled not through force, but through the simple act of returning again and again to the breath. 7 villagers joined them. They built a small hermitage against the mountain face, calling it Zangpuri, the good peak. Though the mountain itself had no name in any language, they developed no scripture, no dogma. They simply sat, they breathed, they observed. When a student's mind wandered, Dorje would place a hand over his own heart. The message was clear. Come back. The anchor is here, always here. 20 years passed. Dorje never regained his speech, but his silence became a teaching more powerful than any sutra. Before he died, in 1267, he pressed a smooth river stone into Pema's palm, the only object he'd kept from his former life. On it was carved a simple Phurba, the 3-sided ritual dagger. Pema understood. The Phurba was not a weapon, but a symbol. 3 sides representing body, speech, and mind. The point represents the penetrating clarity of sustained awareness. The breath was the Phurba that could pierce through suffering, anxiety, and the stories we tell ourselves. She became the lineage holder, teaching as Dorje had taught, through presence, through example, through the patient cultivation of mindful breathing. Zangpuri Monastery grew slowly, deliberately. It remained small, never more than 30 residents. It survived the turbulent centuries through obscurity and adaptation. During political upheavals, the monks would scatter to caves, keeping the practice alive in secret. During peaceful times, they would return to the stone hermitage, its walls now smooth with the touch of generations. The teachings passed through an unbroken chain of lineage holders, each adding their understanding while preserving the core. The breath is the eternal anchor. Awareness returns us to peace. They developed complementary practices, mindful walking, conscious eating, meditation on the nature of thoughts, but breathing remained the foundation. If you can only do one thing, the masters would say, breathe and know you are breathing. In 1959, when Chinese forces entered Tibet, the 23rd lineage holder, Lama Tenzin Norbu, fled across the Himalayas. He carried nothing but the smooth stone Dorje had given to Pema, now worn almost flat by centuries of fingers tracing its carved Phurba. He settled in Dharamsala, establishing a small teaching room above a tailor's shop. He taught traditionally, through silence, through breath, through presence. But the world had changed. Refugees arrived traumatized. Westerners came seeking quick enlightenment. The old methods needed a new language. His student, Anideki, became the first to write down the teachings, not as rigid instructions, but as gentle invitations. Sit quietly, breathe gently, observe deeply. Peace follows awareness. In the 1990s, as the internet connected the world, the teachings of Zangpuri found unexpected resonance. People in cities far from any mountain discovered that the same principles worked in apartments, in offices, in moments of crisis. The breath was universal. The anchor was always available. Teachers trained in the way of the Phurba began offering sessions, not as religious conversion, but as philosophical and educational guidance. They were careful to distinguish their work from therapy or medical treatment, while acknowledging that many found healing through practice. The movement remained decentralized by design, and there was no single authority, no franchise, no standardized curriculum beyond the core teaching. Return to the breath. The rest follows naturally. Today, Zangpuri Monastery still stands in the Zangpo Valley, maintained by a small community of practitioners. The original cave where Dorje recovered remains a meditation site. The smooth stone with its faded Phurba rests on a simple altar touched by thousands of pilgrims who come seeking not miracles, but the radical simplicity of conscious breathing. Online, millions have encountered these teachings. Some practice daily, some return only in crisis. All discover the same truth Dorje found in 1247. When awareness returns to breath, the mind settles, emotions soften, inner balance restores itself naturally, not through magic, not through force, through the patient, persistent practice of coming home to the one thing that never leaves us, the rise and fall of breath, the eternal anchor, the Phurba that cuts through confusion with the blade of simple presence.